Did you know you can study at some of the world's top universities in Australia for free? No IELTS, no agents, and no application fees. Plus, the scholarship covers tuition, flight, living expenses, and more. Sounds unbelievable? Well, it is 100% real. Welcome back, my lovely friends, and thank you so much for always returning and clicking that play button whenever I share a new video. And if you are new to this channel, thank you so much for dropping by. I love you. In this video, I'm about to show you exactly how to apply for the scholarship step by step. Stick with me to the end and do not skip any part of this video. So come along with me. We are on the official website of the Australia government. So the scholarship, the Australia Award Scholarship, is awarded by the Australia government, and this is their official website, the government website. So today we are going to be looking at this award that you are going to be getting everything fully funded, the Australia Award Scholarship. If you are struggling to find and secure a fully funded scholarship, I've been there. That's why I created the 8-month scholarship workbook, a proven step-by-step guide that helped me win scholarships for both my undergraduate and graduate studies. This workbook will help you strategically plan your scholarship applications and navigate the entire process with confidence. If this is something you will be interested in, click on the link in the description box of this video. I'm going to be putting you through everything that you require in order to apply. Let's take a look at the benefits of this scholarship. You can see the Australia Award Scholarship offered for the minimum period necessary for the individual to complete the academic program specified by the Australian Higher Education Institution, including any preparatory training. So these are what you have got covered: the full tuition fees, return air travel payment of a single return, economy class airfare to and from Australia. Now this is going to be from your home country to Australia, and it is a return airfare ticket, so you will return to your country after the scholarship, after your study. Now you're also going to get allowance payment for accommodation. Your accommodation will be taken care of, so you do not need to worry about where to stay. And your textbooks, your study materials, every other expenses will be taken care of. This is amazing. Let's go ahead to see how to apply. Now, how to apply, you can see that you can apply through this link here. Now, before then, you will like to know if your country is included amongst those countries that are eligible to participate in this scholarship. So you go here, participating countries, and you click on participating countries. We are on the page now. It brought us here where you can see the countries that are eligible to participate for the scholarship in Australia. So you can see they are categorized based on continents. So we have the Asia, Pacific, Africa. Now if you fall under these categories, congratulations. So you can see for my beautiful audience here, Bangladesh, Indonesia, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, you're all here, Thailand. So you see you're all here. You can, so if you click on here, it will show you all the requirements that is specific, customized for your own country. Then to the Pacific, you've got the Fiji Islands, Samoa, Solomon Islands. If you fall under these categories, you're there. Africa, we've got you here. Asia, see. So let's click on Africa. Use that as a rhetorical example in this presentation, but I'm just letting you know that every other countries or different continents are included, but Africa will be our rhetorical example for today's presentation. So this is the page it brought us to, Africa Australia Awards intake information. Now in Africa you can see all the countries that are listed here: Algeria, Angola, Benin, Botswana, Cote d'Ivoire, Egypt, Ethiopia, Ghana, Kenya. The list just goes on and on. If your country is included here in Africa, then you are eligible. So then you would go straight downwards here. Like you can see my cursor hovering around, you'll click on this information, because without this information you wouldn't know how to proceed towards the scholarship. So you have to click on this and it will take you to a page or PDF document where you get all the information that you require in order to proceed in the application of this scholarship. So now we have opened that PDF document for the Australia Our Scholarships in Africa, the one we clicked on. It has brought us here. So you can go through this. Take your time to read, okay? When we are applying for scholarships like this, you should read. Now you can see the countries are listed here again: Congo, Egypt, Nigeria, Uganda, Zambia, Zimbabwe, they're all here. Now there are priority fields of study, which basically means that there are specific study programs that this scholarship is targeted towards if you are from the Africa region. And now the scholarship in Africa covers only master's program. Other continents might cover, I think, a PhD or bachelor's, but for Africa it's just for a master's program. Now the fields of study eligible African countries in this application round has to be in agriculture and food security. You can see that climate change, foreign policy and international security, gender, disability and social inclusion, mining and energy. If you fall under these categories, your study program, then congratulations, because you can proceed towards this scholarship. Now, level of study. Australia awards scholarships provide citizens of eligible African countries with the opportunity to obtain a master's qualification at an Australian tertiary institution, so at a university in Australia. Awards will be offered for commencement in 2026. Australia award benefits, okay, they are reiterating the benefits which we have looked at before, right? The air, the travel, your tickets, okay, your allowance. See, they're just reiterating this. Now there is a handbook, Australia Awards Scholarship Handbook. If you click on here, it will take you to the handbook. I think it's a PDF copy where you see all the information that is required for the scholarship. I have opened one of them, so we will go through them together. There are country-specific conditions. Now these are the country-specific conditions if you're from Africa. In addition to the eligibility requirements, candidates from eligible African countries must also meet the following conditions: be a minimum of 25 years of age on February 2026. So listen carefully, 25 years minimum, so it starts from 25 years. It can't be less than that to apply for the scholarship. So also there should also be a minimum of 5 years postgraduate work experience, right, after school, working in a field relative to their field of study, be employed at the time of applying for the scholarship. Then the third point, be employed at the time of applying for the scholarship. So you need to be a citizen of these countries, which we have looked at. You should not already hold or be undertaking a master's degree or equivalent to a master's degree in your home country. So currently you shouldn't have a master's degree while applying for the scholarship or taking a master's degree. If you do, if you are, you're not qualified. You should hold an undergraduate degree. Now, for you to apply for this scholarship, you should hold an undergraduate degree. Without that, you're not eligible. Not have previously received a long-term Australian award. You shouldn't have received any award from Australian government before now, any scholarship award is okay. So you shouldn't have any of that. Now there is an English language proficiency of IELTS 6.5. 6.5 IELTS band is quite easy to get, right? Not less than 6, which is good. Now you can have an internet-based TOEFL score of at least 84, yeah, and older ones PTE and stuff. But do not fret, right? Because I know a lot of people do not like this. There is an exemption. Now, excluding candidates if their first language is English and they have undertaken their education in English. So what that simply means is that if you have studied in English, your language of instruction where you earned your first degree, your bachelor's degree is English, then you have nothing to worry. You will be exempted from this IELTS. I know you're happy now. So if you have studied in English and you've gotten your degree, your bachelor's in English, you should prove that to them, right? Then you are eligible. You do not need to submit any IELTS or TOEFL. And also another thing that you could do, you could request a letter from your university asking them to write that you have completed your studies in English. I did that during my time. Then you can send that amongst the documentations when you are applying for the scholarship. The application dates: the study commenced in Australia 2026, the opening date 1st February. So the scholarships are in 1st February. Okay, that's not our business. We just got to know about it. I actually just got to know about it and I thought, oh, who else? Well, my beautiful, lovely family. I should bring this to you. So, but the closing date, so the deadline is the 30th of April 2025. Applications and supporting documents received after the closing date will not be considered. So you've got basically almost a month to prepare and submit your application, because after the deadline you are not going to be able to submit your application. So make sure you bookmark this and set your alarms so that you can meet up and you do not miss the application deadline. The application process is going to be an online application. I will put you through on how you can apply for that. All application must be lodged online through Oasis, which is their application platform. I will show you how to go about that. Do not worry, I've got you covered. The supporting documents, yes, there are supporting documents. Applicants must submit all the relevant documents listed in the Australian Award Scholarship Policy Handbook. I mentioned the handbook, right? Applicants must also provide the following documents to meet the specific requirements for Australia awards. So we are back to the homepage of the Australian government's website, the awards scholarships, where we started from. So now that we have looked at what the specific countries require of you, let's just scroll down here to the participating institutions. Remember, we went through the participating countries where you have to see the different continents that have been categorized and are eligible for the scholarship, where I went through the Africa one with you, and you can use that same process for your own country. They are literally similar. So we click on participating institutions. The participating institutions have to do with the universities. So here's the participating institutions. These are the universities that awards the scholarship. You can see there are quite a number of them. There are the Adelaide University, Central Queensland University, Edith University, RMIT University. So there are quite a number of the University of the Sunshine Coast. So make sure that you enter these universities on Google search, then you go to their website, select your course and choose which of the universities you would prefer and any preferred study program of your choice. So now we are back here as well. This is the home page, so we literally have to come back here before we can navigate to any other places. That's why you see me coming back here. So now that we have seen the participating institutions with all the universities, now the FAQ is here as well. You can click here for frequently asked questions that you might be of concern to you. I always advise that you do so. So now how to apply, information on how to apply for an Australia Award Scholarship. So if you click on this, it will take you to a page. So let's look at this. here. So it brings us to how to apply for an Australian award scholarship. Before you apply, so get to read all of this. Check the opening and closing dates for your country. You can see this is the cursor hovering around it, and you can see that you could click on this to take you to the website where you can check all of that, the page. And here as well, the participating countries that I did showed, like I showed you. And then the Australia Award Scholarship Policy Handbook, you should click on that as well to get to see all the information concerning this scholarship. It is of paramount importance that you do so. Then so that you wouldn't be missing out on any vital information. I have done so and I will show you. Then the participating country profile. Now, applying online, the scholarship you have to apply online, but you need to go through all of that information. Applying online, so online Australia Scholarship Information System, which is called the OASIS, that's where you are going to apply. So if you click on this, it will take you to a handbook or PDF document where you will read all the process. Now, the link to applications for those countries can be found in the relevant country profile. And it says when you register online, you'll be required to answer some questions to establish your eligibility. You will then be given a unique registration number, username, and password. You do not need to submit your application immediately. So when creating your application portal, you can set up a draft application form and update it, so you can come back to the portal and update it. This is the document, the OASIS user's guide. You can say overseas 2025 intake. This document has all the necessary vital information for applicants who are applying for the scholarship. The user guide you can see for applicants. You have to take your time and go through all of this. Now here it says please select your proposed study program carefully. Stop. You can see this highlighted in red. Please consider the information below before you add course preferences. Now you are going for master degree courses if you are applying from Africa, all right? And if you're applying from other countries, you might be eligible for either a doctorate or a bachelor, but for this presentation I'm focusing on master degree. In addition, Australia Award scholarships are available only for courses that are listed on the Commonwealth Register of Institutions and Courses for overseas students. Remember, I showed you those courses in the other document that we looked at. These are the only courses that are of priority because these are the courses that you can get a scholarship on, those ones that I showed you. You must add 2 course preference to your application. You're encouraged to choose courses at 2 different institutions, right? Your courses should be at 2 different institutions to enter those universities that I showed you. To enter your course preference, you start by selecting, it shows you how you can select add and shows you how you can go about. So this is how the screen will be like. You say you enter. Now you should have been awarded the scholarship by the Australian government before you can go ahead, and you would also get some kind of assistance in applying for your university admission, right? Then this is how you now come about filling your course title, your study level of study, which is a master's, 2 institutions which you select from. So you can just go there and kind of explore, navigate through those universities and select the choices, and so that when it's time to fill it, you already know the university and your program of study, the course that you are interested in. Now let's also take a look at something else that I think will be important. So here is a supporting statement. The section 14 is a supporting statement. You would use this section to enter statements to support your application. All right. Now this is usually an essay. Each field has a character limit of 2,000 characters. All right. Please prepare your supporting statements carefully. Your answers will be considered by the Australian Award Scholarship Selection Panel when shortlisting candidates for interview and when making a decision on the outcome of your application. So these are the questions that you are going to be asked. How did you choose your proposed course and institution? How will the proposed study contribute to your career? You have to answer, have you contributed to solving? You need to be honest and very creative and apply critical thinking when answering this. And remember, I said I was going to give you a template or a guide to that would help you when writing out this and completing this mini essays. Okay, the template I would give to you would help you in filling out this when you're completing your application form, because this is a very vital criteria that will be used in shortlisting you for interview, as they have mentioned, and also in making a decision on the outcome of your application. So this is the page for the effective strategies that you could use in writing the essay. I promised that I was going to do that. So these are the questions that they would ask you, and have given you some strategies and some effective techniques in answering these questions. How did you choose your proposed course and study? Clearly state your area of specialization. All right. Mention your specific course you plan to study. Explain how you found the course. Now go through each of these bullet points and expatiate on them. How will this award help your career? Provide them with international exposure. Equip them with relevant skills that is specific to the award, the scholarship, and based on your area of specialization. So make sure that you read up all of these points and use them in answering your essays. How have you contributed to effecting change? Use the STAR method. Describe the situation, the actions, the tasks you undertook, the actions you implemented, and the results achieved. Go through each of them. Practical ways you apply your knowledge and skills, community problem solving, career advancement, and personal growth. Constraints and challenges. Make sure you address all these challenges. If you are faced with a disability, there's nothing to worry, because you're eligible and provisions are going to be made for you. So let them know that the disability you face is not going to be a disadvantage, but it will prepare you to become a better person. Just let them know, tell them stories, right? So go through all of these points, these bullet points, and use these strategies to craft yourself an effective essay during your application process. So I will be leaving the link to these strategies in writing your essay in the description box of this video, so you could download it and use it to craft yourself an effective essay. So in order to apply, still on the how to apply page, here you go straight up to this place where my cursor is hovering, online Australia scholarship information. And you click on that and it will take us to the page where you can apply. So it brings us here. So this is the page where you can apply. So you are a new intake. Alright. So towards the left where my cursor is hovering, you click on register and it brings you down. Now you scroll down, register new account. You click on register new account and it brings you here. This is how to apply for the scholarship, which you should apply for before you start applying for the admission. So you need to be shortlisted for the outcome of this application before you start applying for the admission application. That's the scholarship one. So that's what we are navigating, the scholarship application. So you fill out your email. Please be aware that the email address you nominate will be used as a key identifying attribute if you request your overseas password to be reset. Any authorized access to your nominated email account may result in unauthorized access to your overseas account. So you need to give an official email, right? An email that you would remember and you could use during this process.
You confirm your email, your family name, which is also your last name or your surname. If you have a middle name, you can add that here as well. But if not, you just add your first name, your date of birth, your contact number. This is not asterisk, so it's not compulsory. But if you want to, you can leave it. It's just the ones that are asterisks that are compulsory. So when you have done all of that, this place will be highlighted blue, just as this is highlighted blue. Then you save, and it takes you to the next page where you can proceed. And when it has been confirmed that you have registered, you can come on and log in through this with the details that you have used, your email and your password. So that is how to navigate in applying for the scholarship. This brings me to the end of today's presentation. If you have found any value in this video, make sure that you click on the next video that will just be displayed on your screen about a fully funded master scholarship in Italy. This scholarship is fully funded. Your note, reference letter, statement of purpose, free accommodation. You've got a monthly stipend of 3,600 euro. So you can watch that video if you would like an opportunity in Italy, and also share it to your friends and loved ones who would love to study in Italy. If you would like to study in Europe, if you think Australia isn't what you like. And also, if you haven't subscribed to this channel, what are you waiting for? Kindly subscribe by hitting on that notification bell so that you will always be the first person to get notified whenever I share a new content. And also, if you're not yet a part of my Telegram family, kindly follow me on Telegram, because there I bring opportunities that do not make it to the YouTube channel. If you're not following me on social media, kindly follow me on Instagram, because I bring you beautiful opportunities, fully funded opportunities on Instagram. And also follow me on TikTok, because there I also share fully funded scholarship opportunities that do not make it to the YouTube channel. If you are going to apply for this scholarship, I wish you good success. And if you are being shortlisted, make sure you let me know, because I would like to hear testimonies. This is what the channel is all about. Thank you for watching. Until next time, think big, think success.